good friend Bob Stick died a couple of years ago at the age of 95, and wrote the song for him. And yeah, I never know how much to introduce songs. You know, if I knew every member of the audience first, you know, I could, know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can just, that's the good thing about the internet, He was in a group called the Abraham Lincoln Brigade, which is mostly Americans and plus a bunch of Irish folks who also were part of the Abraham Lincoln Brigade. They didn't have enough people to form a brigade at the particular time, so they joined the Americans because the Americans spoke English. I think that was the main reason. And they weren't British. That was the other reason. They were old when I was young. Now they've all but passed away. Now it's just a second-hand memory of the day when from all around the world they sailed off to Spain to fight against the fascists where so many men were slain. Who will recall the days when they all stood side by side, now that the last Lincoln veteran died? Beside Martin Luther King, or in a veterans parade, you could see the men who made the journey to join the 15th Brigade. When men of many nations, of most every creed and hue, Catholics and Protestants, atheists and Jews, joined together in the trenches to turn back the fascist tide, now that the last Lincoln veteran died. The working class of every nation joined in a desperate bid in what weapons they could find. They fought to save Madrid from Brussels and Berlin, Galway and London town. Who will recall the brigadistas who went to take the fascists down? There beside the Spanish people, even the figs and olives cried, now that the last Lincoln veteran died. But the fascists had the tanks. But Il Duce and Der Fuhrer deserve only some of Franco's thanks, 'cause the fuel to move the armor came from the USA, and the men that they gunned down were from New York and Frisco Bay. Uncle Sam claimed he was neutral. Who will remember how he lied, now that the last Lincoln veteran died? They say people get conservative the older that they age. They say that being radical is just a youthful phase, but the finest communist I've known lived to 95, and he spent his whole life striving for humanity to thrive. To forget these fallen heroes is something I cannot abide, now that the last Lincoln veteran died. Now that the last Lincoln veteran called Jarama. It's a place that we all know so well. It was there that we gave of our manhood, where so many of our brave comrades